Thank you, Natalie Menton, and I'm here representing myself. I appreciate some of the intent behind Senate Bill 77, and I am here in an amend position. I do appreciate something such as the alternative payment instead of having to go take check or cash to them. But there's a major flaw in this bill that cannot be ignored. It creates two classes of requesters. Recognized media outlets get priority access while everyday citizens, taxpayers, advocates, and researchers are forced to wait up to 5 days or longer. That's not fairness, that's favoritism. Let's be clear, public records don't belong to the government. They certainly don't belong exclusively to the media. They belong to all of us. Yet this bill tells citizens they are second class, less important, and less deserving of timely access to their own government's records. Whether you're a journalist, a nonprofit researcher, a taxpayer advocate, as myself, or just a concerned citizen, also myself, it shouldn't matter. The right to public records should be equal for all. We can embrace digital access, advances in our public records, without sacrificing fairness. I urge this committee to amend the bill, eliminate the 5-day for everyone but the media. Because, as a final note, because I am being personally treated as a second-class citizen, then maybe I shouldn't have to pay first-class CORA fees for search, retrieval, and redaction. If the government wants to decide who is important and who isn't, then maybe it should be willing to cover the costs for those it deems less worthy. Thank you.
You have for this panel. Representative Foray.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and I am very excited to see some Jefferson County folks here, so that's always nice. One of the things that I wanted to ask around to the district attorney from Jefferson County, stand-in. I am wondering, have you explored publishing the top CORA, the top requests for CORA on websites? And if so, have you explored costs associated with putting those top requests publicly and emails publicly, as we saw, I think, Loveland is doing?
Ms. Wick.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. I am not aware that we have yet at this point in time. I think that's something I can talk with our county attorney and our attorney staff to figure out what they have done, where there are those repeated pieces. Of the data that I shared, I'm not sure, being able to, at this point in time, say this was about, trees was one example, but other things that have been standardized putting together. But I can follow back up with you afterwards.
Bradley, I missed your hand. There's a little bit of a glare over that corner. Please come off mute and ask
No
your
worries.
question.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Rep. Foray asked my first question. It would seem like the counties would want to post things online so as to cut down on some of these CORA requests, which would maybe cut down on the legislation we're passing for transparency. But my question is for Ms. Minton or Ms. Wilson. I would just some examples of how you've used CORA as citizens in the state for your research and what you maybe have found or why it has been so beneficial to shed light on some darkness, I guess.
For this panel.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I do believe that Natalie Menton wanted to answer Rep. Bradley's question.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I saw you defer to the person on screen.
Oh, no, that's all right, and I'll try to be quick. I'll give two great examples, I think, of I recently did the request of all the CORAs Jeffco got over a period of time. We could have solved a lot of these problems by going back to publishing our county check register online. That occurred until the year 2020, when the county commissioners make a decision to remove the check register from online. There have been multiple CORA requests asking for that, along with contracts, which used to be posted online. Those two things right there would have saved taxpayers, and I have to question why they were ever removed, therefore creating a bunch of extra CORAs. Thank you.